Let me share with you an insightful story. Two monks, Yasmi and Nomi, are returning back to the monastery. On the way, they have to cross a river. They hear a woman crying. She is unable to cross and she must hurry back home to her child. Yasmi reaches her and helps her cross. After an hour, Nomi speaks up. Do you know what you have done there? Our master said not to look at a woman. You went and spoke to her. Our master said don't speak to a woman. You touched her. Master said do not touch a woman. You carried her. Yasmi replied, but I dropped her half an hour ago. It is you who's still carrying her. These two characters represent our two inner states. The suffering state, where our baseline mood is sadness, irritation, and anger. And the beautiful state, which is filled with wholeness, calm, joy, and courage. Yasmi represents a beautiful state. Nomi represents a stressful state. Nomi was agitated before the event, during the event, and after the event. His inner agitation led him to overcomplicate matters and act irrationally. Yasmi was present in action, and once the action was over, he left the event totally.
There are only two states in which any human being on this planet lives. Whether you are a Christian, Muslim, Hindu, Buddhist, anyone in this world, we only experience life from two states. One is a suffering state, the other is a beautiful state. Now in suffering states, you are experiencing your relationships or whatever you're doing from stressful states. You are anxious, you are stressed, you are in anger, you are in fear. So suffering states are clearly states that destroys your inner world and in turn affects your external world.
What do we usually do when you get into stress? You indulge in stress and live in those stressful states for very long periods of time. Or you distract yourself. You distract yourself through entertainment and sometimes through addictions. And you experience a dopamine high. But once the dopamine subsides, you again get back into feeling meaningless or purposeless or lonely in life. The third set of people replace the inconvenient beliefs with more convenient ones. As we observe, the more you try to replace the old becomes much more stronger and more powerful.
Whereas on the other hand, beautiful state are states where you experience love, joy, connection, and you are also very, very clear about what you want to do with your life.
This journey is not limited to a spiritual seeker. This journey is for anyone and everyone who wants to live a beautiful life. It is unfortunate that our society, our education system, our parents have not brought attention to our inner state. They never felt it was important to live in a beautiful state. That has not been part of the education. It is all about showing, about achievement, about having things and people. It's about position. But very little effort or very little attention has been brought to how we feel. As we move past life, as we move past the experiences of rejection, of loss, of separation, and as we move through suffering, we really do not know what to do with that suffering state. And we are committed to help individuals, to help organizations and societies and communities move from stressful state to a beautiful state, from separation to connection, and from division to experiencing being one.